Good morning. Bitcoin is at $72,000 right now. It is absolutely rocketing into price discovery, and I am very excited to finally be back in my studio to be live to document some of this process. Because every single time I disappear from a live stream, it seems that Bitcoin continues to make newer highs, at least on the yearly. It's not been until the last week or so that we've actually broken above the previous all-time high. It's good to be back, Logan. Let's go, FTW. Who is this? Oh God, it feels like that. I got my jitters back when I went to go live again today. It's kind of crazy. It's been so goddamn long. But today we're going to talk about NOBLEBLOCKS, the pre-sale that's going on for the first truly decentralized science play in existence. And then we're going to talk about my time away, all the different things that I've been doing and having happening in my life while I have been away from live streaming, because God damn it, I really did expect to be able to go live still half an hour before the market opens, right, at 6 a.m. Western time, but like West Coast time, whatever you want to call it. But when I'm out in California, I was like, nah, there is no way that I can wake up in time for this. But irrelevant at this point. We'll talk about all that. We're going to talk about NOBLEBLOCKS. I want to point out one thing that is very crucial for everyone in the market. All market participants need to fully conceptualize this, because it's very important that you realize what's happening in the greater economy, okay? Today, March 11th, marks the end of the short-term bailout, the bank term funding program that happened. It lasted for 1 year. Last year, if you guys remember, around this time, Silicon Valley Bank and there were like 4 banks that all failed at the exact same time. That were all because they were raising interest rates too quickly. Interest rates are even higher now, and that bailout program that the government started, or the Federal Reserve started, ends today, March 11th. So I expect there to be some blood in the traditional market as soon as the stock market opens up, which is happening in about half an hour, 25 minutes. So I just want everyone to be aware of that. Last time, when banks started failing, when Silvergate started collapsing and Silicon Valley started collapsing, Bitcoin rocketed about 25%. So the broader market knows this, the broader market sees this, and today we're seeing Bitcoin at $72,000 per coin, which is absolutely bonkers. When I left, it was down at $50,000, and my prediction is that Bitcoin starts coming down a little bit, probably because I went back live. But what's going on, guys? Pip, how are you? FTW, Florida man calling it jitters now. Well, at my core, I am a Bostonian man, a Cape Codder, but that's all right. Now I'm in Florida, so calling it jitters is just the way that it has to be moving forward. Oh, man. I don't even know where to start, so we're just going to start right up with NOBLEBLOCKS. That way anyone who clicked on this because of the thumbnail doesn't get totally drawn away from it. NOBLEBLOCKS is a decentralized science cryptocurrency project which is starting their pre-sale very, very soon. They already did one round of a private pre-sale specifically for their Telegram. Now, I'm an advisor for the project, just so that there is no confusion there. I am on their website as an advisor for the project. He didn't even inform me that the pre-sale was happening like that, the private pre-sale. I was fully expecting to be able to share it out to everyone in the Discord. So if you're not already in the Discord, make sure you're in there, because there's a lot of alpha that takes place in there. There's a lot of information that I share in there that I likely shouldn't be sharing in there, but I have a big mouth and I can't stop myself sometimes. So I'm an advisor for NOBLEBLOCKS. The pre-sale already took place. I didn't even realize it was happening. The public pre-sale is coming as soon as possible. The public pre-sale will be taking place over the next 10 days or so, because they have a lot of developments that are happening behind the scenes that are forcing them now into the token launch. Now, it's not a bad force, right? It's just part of the way that things are going to be progressing. Bitcoin is at $72,000 per coin. When the market is hot like this, we just broke all-time highs. Decentralized science is finally back to life, thanks to, truthfully, thanks to Axon DAO. Axon DAO, which is one of the pre-sales that we all got to get into and benefit greatly from, is continuing to just put in all-time highs. We just hit 50 cents a couple days ago, and it was not that long ago that this thing was under a penny. So about 3 weeks, everyone now has a little bit of liquidity in the market, at least in the decentralized science market, and so now we're getting ready to launch the NOBLEBLOCKS token, which, again, for the first time, we're actually getting a decentralized science project that is not just decentralized thanks to blockchain, but also the front end is not just being hosted on a centralized cloud server like Azure, Google Cloud, AWS. It's actually being hosted on the internet computer. Now, the token is going to be an ERC20 token, but ICP just integrated CK ETH, which means all Ethereum tokens can be bridged. It's not actually a bridge, but can be bridged over to the internet computer thanks to this chain key technology. I'll do a video more in depth on this a little bit later as people start asking more questions, if I'm being totally honest. Once I see demand there for me to actually explain it, I will actually come out and explain it, right? But just know that there will be raising on Ethereum, and the front end is going to be on ICP. So now everything is fully decentralized for this decentralized science project. That's why I'm an advisor. Let's be frank, I'm very excited for this. Steven, what's good? Jaden, let's go VXV. VXV's been cooking. VXV has been absolutely killing it, guys. Which is good because it seemed like a dead project. I'm not even gonna lie, I almost cut this thing. I almost cut this out of the portfolio because it was just like, all right, bruh, what are you doing? You're just sitting there, right? But now we're up. Oh, I didn't even realize it was this high. Holy shit, it's almost at $2. And it was literally just at 20 cents back a couple months ago. Back like 2 or 3 months ago, we were sitting at 45 cents. Now it's at $2. So VXV is one of those projects that it's like, they're doing real shit. They're actually out there conducting scientific experiments in microgravity, meaning they're out launching specimen into space and just like, I don't know, studying it out there. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I'm glad to see the market starting to realize it. It's also got AI, right? So everything AI starts pumping eventually towards... Oh God, just the little baby pump compared to what it did last cycle. I just wasn't expecting the chart to look that hysterical. Oh God, let's go, Christopher. I don't know that I can pronounce your name correctly. Jan. Sorry. What's good? FTW, that's cool. My dad is from Needham. There are way too many ham towns in Massachusetts. Way too many. But that's good. I love Needham. Went to Cape Cod for our summer vacations most years. It's super boring, dude. FTW, it's super boring. Cape Cod's the most overrated place in all of New England. I'll say it again. Good morning, Sawyer. Ralph. Are you worried about how far you are from the goal of 100K, or you believe that there's more left in this bull run? So for my portfolio challenge, that's a good question. Thank you very much for asking that question. Let me go ahead and click the pin button here. My portfolio challenge is to get to $50,000. If I hit 50 grand, I will be excited. Everything will be solid in my eyes. I will have been a successful challenge here. $100,000 will allow me to pay my taxes and everything, so that'll be way better, but 50 grand is my goal for this challenge. I am absolutely shocked at how quickly we've gotten to that $5,000 threshold. I am ahead of my internal schedule for this challenge because back in May, the start of May, we started this with $500. It has not yet been 1 year and we've done more than a 10x in the portfolio. We've almost done an 11x actually. So that means that I am past the halfway point. Because I think in terms of exponential gains, we are past the halfway point, meaning I need less than a 10x left to get that 100x in the entire portfolio. I'm going to be adding NOBLEBLOCKS to this portfolio, and I think ultimately NOBLEBLOCKS can do something similar to what Axon DAO did. Obviously, there's no guarantees. Obviously, there's no promises in this space. I could lose everything I put into NOBLEBLOCKS. I have no idea. But I believe NOBLEBLOCKS has the same potential to do what Axon DAO did. I put $100 into Axon DAO, it turned into $1,400. I took out $1,100, and that $300 I left in is now worth $1,200. And it looks like Axon is about to fucking get ready for another rip. Axon literally looks like it's about to rip once more. This is a perfect cup and handle pattern if I'm being honest, right? Once we break above that neckline, maybe a little back test, and then scoop. I think we go straight to $1. I really do, especially considering next week we'll be at the NVIDIA conference for AI. I'm very excited to see what comes from this. The Axon DAO literally got invited to the NVIDIA conference, and I'm going with the team. If you enjoy insider information, make sure you hit that like button. I see that there are 22 concurrent viewers, yet 2 likes on the live stream. So clearly you guys are just not really a big fan of the content. Otherwise, I feel like, no, I'm just kidding. I understand. I have to earn my way back into your hearts. I understand that because I've been gone for so long. But let me take a sip of coffee. Breathe. Do coins have to migrate to ICP? How would that work? Coins do not have to migrate to ICP. So what's fascinating about the internet computer, and what gets my heart fluttering a little bit, what gets me so excited about this technology realistically, is that ICP, people who operate nodes on the internet computer, can write blocks for Bitcoin and now Ethereum. They communicate directly to ETH nodes. They can also communicate directly to Bitcoin nodes. That's why I'm also excited about this new, it's a new blockchain, and it's called Bitfinity. They'll be launching in the next month or two. Bitfinity is a EVM compatible L2 for Bitcoin, which is built out via ICP. I know it's a lot of words, it's a lot of convoluted nonsense. Ultimately, all you have to understand is that there is no bridging of tokens, there is no bridging of any assets at all. They are just natively going to be able to be written via ICP nodes. So NOBLEBLOCKS is going to raise money on Ethereum, okay? My time away, we'll go back to this. NOBLEBLOCKS is going to raise money on Ethereum at a market cap that is sub 1 million. I don't remember it off the top of my head. I believe the pre-sale and the private sale will be around like $500,000 for the market cap, and then whatever Fjord wants to value it at. This will be when the market values the token at whatever valuation market participants want to give it, right? Just like Axon DAO did, which is how we were able to get into Axon DAO at $140,000 market cap before it skyrocketed to 62 million. It's going to be the exact same route that NOBLEBLOCKS is taking, the exact same route that Axon DAO did. So you can hopefully get in at a very, very low market cap and make some of those crazy gains, so long as it's actually successful. I think it will be successful because it's truthfully the first decentralized science play that is actually decentralized. Because, it's going to be utilizing ICP, baby. For anyone who doesn't know, NOBLEBLOCKS is comparable to Research Hub with a few key differences which have yet to truly been announced. I'm waiting for them to announce the platform itself, which will come in it comes before the end of the month. Before the token is live, they will announce all of the key differences and what makes the platform unique. It's basically like social media for scientists, but it comes with a few key things that are going to make it very mouth-watering. Who is this investor? MK, mods. You know exactly who this investor is. Get him out of here. Yo, what's good, Johnny? What's good? How are you? Let's fucking go. Okay, now I'm going to unpin this message. What is your concurrent viewers record? That's a good question, Sawyer. I think it's like 26 or 27. We're pretty damn close actually right now. We're at 24, which is shocking because this is the first time I've live in almost 2 weeks. Mods, get this man. Get him. Get him. What is this Fjord thing? That's a good question, Hillen. That's a very good question, actually. Fjord is a way for LPs to be established. LPs are liquidity pools. So to make sure that there's enough liquidity for people to get in and out of a project. So the reason that despite Axon DAO having a very small market cap back here, okay, the chart actually looks pretty clean despite it being at a market cap of like a couple $1 million. There's not massive spikes either way, is because they have a liquidity pool established. If you go look at something, I will do something that was comparable in market cap, and this is me calling Vita out, 100% me calling Vita out for this. Vita Fast is an IP NFT from VitaDAO, which did not have an LP established correctly. All right, just point blank. It's skyrocketing again, so shout out anyone who's been holding on to this IP NFT. There's a lot of IP NFTs coming out in the world of decentralized science, and each one of them I think has an opportunity to make a ton of money. But this did not have an LP established correctly, and so it is just, the chart is very jagged. Despite it being a $10 million market cap, despite it having gone up to a $15 million market cap, it had single days when the market cap would skyrocket by 50%, and then a single day, the market cap fell by 70%, the entire token's price. So this is thanks to not having liquidity pools. And Fjord helps establish a fair market value as well as entertaining the creation of liquidity pools. Now they call them LBPs, or liquidity bootstrapping pool, and that's because the community is bootstrapping the liquidity pool for the project. It's very, very fascinating. I'm actually a huge fan of it. I didn't realize what this was until NOBLEBLOCKS went live. We're at 26 concurrent viewers. I think if we get one more, we hit an all-time high, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Hopefully it does a 1000x. Pip. Hopefully everything does a 1000x. But the key here is that we're not shooting for a 1000x, okay? What we're shooting for, so the SEC doesn't come after my ass, is for the token holders to do a 1000x. Because if you buy something that has utility, that gives people a reason to buy in to the project, to hold the token, outside of just speculation, then hopefully the token price will follow with the adoption of that asset. This goes for everything. This goes for everything. It's like a telenetwork effect. I forget what the law is though. Metcalfe's law. Thank you. Metcalfe's law states that the financial value or influence of a telecommunications network is proportional to the square of the number of connected users. Now, in cryptocurrency, the number of connected users are the holders of the token. And so the value of a network, a crypto is just a network, a token is just a network, the value of that network is squarely proportional to the number of holders of that token, number of users of that network, okay? So the goal is to see the holders increase. There's also confluence with the people staking it and how many people are locking it up and what the supply is and the issuance of the supply, the dilution of the holders. There's a lot of different things coming to it, but the telenetwork effect, Metcalfe's law, is kind of the foundation for how I value different cryptocurrency projects. Now, NOBLEBLOCKS has a lot of cool partnerships that I can't really talk about yet, but that's kind of the update on NOBLEBLOCKS. I will be using some of these funds that I have in the portfolio challenge. I have less than $1,000 in cash in this portfolio because some of the money is in what is it? Oh, Athena DAO. Some of the money in that is in Athena DAO right now. They're just not listed on CoinMarketCap, but I put an arrow here to signify when I bought into Athena DAO. I timed the bottom pretty goddamn perfectly. Pretty perfectly, if you ask me. So I put $100 in. It's up 160, 150%, so we're chilling. It's up a good chunk, actually. So if we miss the first pre-sale in NOBLEBLOCKS, I can wait till it's listed on Fjord to buy it, and then there will be a Uniswap listing as well. Correct, 100% Hillen, absolutely. There is going to be the private pre-sale, which happened without my knowledge, the public pre-sale, which is not going to happen without my knowledge, or I'm leaving the project, and the Fjord LBP raise. So you have 2 more chances to buy in before it gets listed on Uniswap. 2 more chances before it gets listed on Uniswap. It just needs to happen now because Bitcoin is literally just skyrocketing. Bitcoin has been making everyone's day. Truthfully, Bitcoin, you're making people very happy. Their wallets are very happy right now. $72,000 before the halving. $72,000 before the halving. Okay. Which would you guys like? Would you guys like for me to go over the last couple weeks of my life that I've been keeping sheltered away from all of you guys? Or we can go over the portfolio challenge and I can give you guys the update. Which would you guys like? Let me do a little poll here. Let me get a little, start a poll action. Which would you like first? Portfolio update. Life update. I feel like the life update's got to come second, but I'm also just going to engage with you guys so that you guys all remember to X out of the chat, hit the button on the poll, and then like the live stream, because we're live. Well, I don't even know if I can say we're live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time anymore, because, well, when I'm in California, which I'm going back to California tomorrow, it's very difficult to go live at 6 a.m. over there. So I have to figure out a way, and hopefully you guys are willing to brainstorm with me, to make it so that I can do content on the go. Do my live streams on the go. We life when you are. We like when you are, yes. I'd love to hear what you've been up to. Oh, guys, I didn't expect that. That's pretty damn close, actually. I was expecting Portfolio Update to win by a landslide, but it's actually 50-50 right now. That's crazy. You guys are amazing. You guys are tickling me. That was gay. I'm sorry. We're breaking all-time highs actively on Bitcoin. Actively hitting all-time highs. $72,177. We are actively slicing through all-time highs. Portfolio challenge, actively slicing through all-time highs. $5,309. Holy shit. Although I guess the all-time high is $5,400. But that's all right. All right, we got 15 votes, and it looks like Life Update wins. So we'll go over the Life Update. I know it's close, so if you guys are wanting the Portfolio Update, make sure you stay tuned for a minute. Stay tuned for a minute. This isn't going to take too much long. But first thing up, I spent the week in Atlanta at Hit Network. You guys are fully aware of this because I was able to go live because it's still on Eastern Time Zone. Atlanta is, I love Atlanta. 10 out of 10 workplace is unmatched. The energy in that entire building at Hit Network is very much surreal. Everyone is just cooking. Everyone, let me pull up their YouTube. YouTube. Everyone there is very dedicated to just making content and talking about cryptocurrency, which is absolutely amazing because that's like, well, that's everything that I do as well. Plus it's Josh. I love Josh. Josh is a good dude. 25,000 views in 22 hours. That's a good video for them. That's a really good video. Singularity Net. Absolutely cooking. Discover Crypto. Each person there is one of the nicest people that I've ever met. They all love crypto. I love chilling with them. Yeah, a lot of you guys are already very familiar with them because I know probably like a third of you guys came over from the time that I spent on Blockchain Basement. All of these people, Josh, DZ, TJ, although TJ is very busy right now. He's a very busy man given some of the things that Hit and Discover Crypto are going through right now. Drew from Blockchain Basement, all these guys, BJ, they're funny. They're very funny. Kelly from their Discord, from BitLab Academy. It's great. It's great. Whatever. 10 out of 10, the workplace is unmatched. Content is super convenient to make, and it's like a 9-to-5 job, but everyone is a crypto nerd. So it's kind of lit. It's actually more than just kind of lit. It's very lit. I'm a fan. All right. From there, I came back to Florida for like, no, I don't even know if it was a week, but I flew out to LA to visit the TikTok HQ. That was insane. That was actually very surreal going there as well. I don't know how I got there. Truthfully, have no idea how I ended up there, but nobody is stopping me yet. And so I'm just continuing to progress forward and just meet new people, shake hands, be nice, and be authentic. Truthfully, what it comes down to is that you be kind and authentic to people, and you will go significantly further in life than I think most people conceptualize, most people understand. How the hell am I sitting in the HQ of TikTok? I have no idea. How the hell did I stay in the hills of Hollywood with this is the view? This is the view, like this is the front porch. I walk out my room and this is just the view that I saw. Absolutely surreal the entire time in LA. What else? Oh, here's a nice video of me taking a photo of Lucas, Blockchain Boy. This is an action shot. This is funny as hell. There was more, I meant to send over some of the content that I took from there, but I'm kind of piecing a lot of it together. I have a video on TikTok that will be coming out very shortly. A video on TikTok that I'm going to put out about talking a little bit about my time at TikTok HQ, because that was crazy. Yeah, I don't even know what to say, but I guess I wrote it down. TikTok is kind of sketchy. Oh God, TikTok is kind of sketchy. Everything in there looks like sterile, but also at the same time as if it was a photo op. Like everything is positioned so that you can take photos of it, and which makes sense. It's a content warehouse. They have a live streaming studio where I really wish I was able to go to, but apparently you have to book it out like months in advance. I had to sign an NDA before I even walked in the door. I had to sign an NDA before I even went into the building. And there are a ton of tiny little dining halls. You can see where my focus is. Sketchiness and then food. That's all I was paying attention to when I went. I think Google Sheets does the same, sorry. Are you using Word to insert a page break? Use the shortcut to Control Enter. Yes, I do Control Enter. This is Google Sheets though. Or not Google Sheets, Google Docs. Not sure if I was supposed to be there. Not gonna lie. Not sure if I was supposed to be there. But I was there. And we got a private tour. We got a private tour of TikTok HQ. So shout out Mandy. Not that she's probably ever gonna see this live stream, but Mandy was the G. She actually hooked it up going into TikTok. So fantastic experience. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Anyone who likes TikTok should go there. It's sketchy though because I was instructed not to connect to the Wi-Fi. I was explicitly told, do not connect to the Wi-Fi, which was mind-blowing. But so be it. It was great. I had a good time. Next up, the other reason that we were out in LA was we were meeting with potential clients for Zoomer marketing. Have you guys been informed of what Zoomer marketing is? Do you guys know what Zoomer is? Can I get a 1 in the chat? Or just put yes or no, guys. Do you guys know what Zoomer is? Zoomer marketing. I don't think you guys do know what Zoomer is. Essentially, Blocks Solutions, the data analytical platform, which I co-founded with Blockchain Boy and Aaron Bremser, and a couple other people as well, but ultimately it was the three of us that had co-founded this company. This is a data analytical tool for blockchain. You think about it as if it is DeFi Llama and Etherscan had a baby and made it multi-chain. Well, one of the subsidiaries of this company that we have co-founded here together is Zoomer Capital, which is just a marketing agency for blockchain, okay? Essentially, what we're doing is we are taking people who have an idea for a crypto project. They've already built out all the infrastructure for it. They have everything they need. They just have no idea how to present it to the public. And so Aaron, Lucas, myself, and Crypto with Leo have come together to create Zoomer Marketing, and we are utilizing our vast network of KOLs, or key opinion leaders, as well as our followings, to assist some of the projects that we fully believe in their marketing efforts. Hence why, hence, to give you guys an idea, our first client was Axon DAO. Hence why Leo and I are flying back out to California to go with Axon and their team to the NVIDIA conference that's happening in a couple weeks. So we are going back out to go help the team, because a lot of times when it comes to crypto projects, when it comes to cryptocurrency and tokenization of literally anything, you get a bunch of smart nerds in a room who have no idea how to talk to the general public. And so what we're doing is giving them that voice. We're helping internally and externally with some of their essentially PR, but it's a lot more than PR, because we also have the ability to create websites and do better copywriting and have SEO hit the spot for their website. Like Axon DAO's website, one of the major complaints from you guys was, oh, got a message from NOBLEBLOCKS. One of the major complaints was that the website is just trash. It was just trash, the initial one. And so we've been helping it. I'm going to turn the volume off. We've been helping them get things together and get everything going for them, right? And so we're a marketing arm for different companies. But the thing is that we don't want to just be pump and dump. We're not pump and dumping things. That's just not what's happening. So we're trying to pick a handful of projects that have real utility, that have real long-term sustainability, and we are like incubating them, basically, becoming the marketing arm of those projects. So Axon DAO was the first one that we did it for, and it was a successful launch. We got to 10,000 token holders before they even got listed on any major sexes. Before they even got listed on a major exchange, we got 10K token holders. So absolutely killing it, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. But while in LA, we met with 2 potential new clients out there. And so a lot of what we do is online. A lot of what we do is all via Web3, where you can just take Zoom calls. But at the end of the day, nothing really beats that face-to-face connection that you build with people, that face-to-face rapport and the conversations that happen once someone's had a couple beers in their system. So, yes? Okay. So we flew out to LA to go have meetings with some clients. I'm actually going back literally tomorrow to close the deal. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's going to be exciting. This entire thing. We're going to pick probably like 10 to 12 projects that we help incubate. And of course, in the effort of full transparency, you guys will know of every single one of these projects. Every single one. NOBLEBLOCKS will probably be one in the future, but right now, NOBLEBLOCKS is just kind of like me and Aaron. NOBLEBLOCKS right now has just been Aaron and I. Once the contracts have been signed, then I will reveal the projects to you guys. Right now, the only one is Axon DAO. Our first client. Killing it. Killing it. I don't think the industry is ready for what Blocks Solutions is about to do to everything. We're launching this also before the halving. We're launching this before the halving, but I could talk for literally hours on this. I could talk for actually hours on what's happening. Blocks Solutions is quite literally filling the void that was created from the collapse of FTX without the fraud. I don't want to get too excited because nothing's actually guaranteed until it actually happens, but understand fully that this is about to be a household name. And it's going to be a fucking insane journey. Next up, we had ETH Denver. ETH Denver was a great time. Basically, anyone who is anyone went to ETH Denver, and they were all there trying to network IRL. There was an event called DeSci Summit, in which multiple people came up and asked when we were going to rug pull Axon, because it came from nothing to be the largest decentralized science project in existence. Absolutely hysterical that people think we're going to rug pull it. My response was, we will rug pull after it passes Bitcoin's market cap. So if Axon passes Bitcoin's market cap, I will sell every single token, and I will convince the team to sell every single token. I will convince everyone in Axon DAO, in the functional team that's actually building it, to also sell every single token if Axon crosses Bitcoin's market cap. All right. Sorry, FTW. That just means that you're not building a project. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I'm sorry, FTW. All right. I know you weren't at ETH Denver, but basically all the founders of projects were at ETH Denver. But all right. I didn't mean to insult you. I met more people than I could possibly count there, and I had a phenomenal time. Really, like, it was a really good time at ETH Denver. I cannot wait until next ETH Denver to see how overcrowded it is. I think that will be a very clear sign as to how frothy the market is, because it was busy. It was bustling. Yeah, a lot of cool connections, a really lot of cool people that I met. I don't want to jinx anything, so I'm not going to tell you guys some of the people that I was talking to. In the Discord, I was keeping everyone posted as I was talking with people, but we'll keep it at that. I met a lot of really fascinating people at ETH Denver, and I was keeping all of you guys posted on who I was getting to see. I just don't want to jinx anything because I do not know who we are going to be doing business with, and I don't want to jinx any of it. The last two things really quickly is I'm going back to LA to close that potential client for Zoomer Marketing, and then I'm going to the NVIDIA conference with the Axon team. That'll be in San Jose, which is Northern California. LA is Southern California. But yeah, that's kind of a little life update. I have to figure out how to do content on the go better, because I can't just be taking 2 weeks off at a time. It actually decimated the analytics for my YouTube channel, as well as my TikTok channel, as well as just I felt like I was not actually getting to connect with any of you guys, as Bitcoin was literally skyrocketing past all-time highs. Literally, as Bitcoin rallied like fucking 30% in the time that I was not there. And I'm just like, what's going on? Scary. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, guys. The market just opened. I want to go check and see. What is it? NCBI? No, that's not. New York. Oh, yeah. New York Community Bank. I'm just checking on the bank term funding program that I was telling you guys about, because that ends today. So this is probably one of the cleanest and easiest shorts that you could possibly take in the entire market right now, because this company, this bank is going bankrupt, or this bank will get acquired. I do not know which one it's going to end up being. Hopefully it goes bankrupt, but likely it will just get acquired, because they're the ones who acquired Silicon Valley Bank. And Silicon Valley Bank is a very important bank for everyone. So likely someone will step in, one of the big banking conglomerates will step in and buy this thing once it gets to a certain low enough deal. But again, the bailout for the banks ends today, and the market's gonna hurt. The market's gonna feel it. JP Morgan's probably gonna have a pretty sizable pullback here. The market's definitely gonna feel this. Hopefully, the excess liquidity that gets generated from the collapse of all the banks that are in existence in the United States, obviously not all of them, just the small ones. It's basically just going to be a monopolization of all the tiny banks into the larger banks. Hopefully the excess liquidity that is generated from the Fed trying to print and bail everyone out, just like they did a year ago with this banking program, will bleed into Bitcoin. That's the dream here. That's the goal, at least. We'll come to Bitcoin. Let's go to the weekly, zoom in a little bit, and notice that 1 year ago, so 365 days ago, right here, notice the candle that was generated 1 year ago? Do you see that sucker? That one candle, I vividly remember it because it was during the week that Silicon Valley Bank was starting to collapse. Bitcoin had a very terrible week. We saw 13% decrease in Bitcoin. That subsequent weekend and the remaining week, that weekend it skyrocketed up 13%, and over the next like 2 or 3 days, it proceeded to go up a total of 43% because the banks started collapsing. And I think the broader market understands that Bitcoin is here to absorb the liquidity that is generated from banking crises in the United States. If we go to the M2 money supply, you'll see point blank that while the Fed has been trying to decrease the total number of dollars that are in circulation for the globe, for the United States, we peaked out in March of 2022, arguably July 2022. Which one's higher? 6932. 6954. So in July of 2022, we peaked out for the total supply of dollars, but then you'll see that we bottomed here in April of 2023 when the banks started collapsing. They started printing money again. We no longer have been really in QT, quantitative tightening, for the past year. We've actually entered into a point of just like quantitative pausing. I don't know what to call it. I really don't know what to call it. But the supply of dollars has not gone up or down in over a year, which is indicating that we're about to start printing money again, because that's all the United States knows. All we do is print money. We never really go down in the total number of dollars. And again, I showed this the other day. This is evidenced by the M3 money supply. If you hold assets constant for the number of dollars in circulation rather than the value of each dollar in circulation, you get a more accurate representation of the appreciation of the fundamental value of the different assets. I know I'm talking a lot right now. My brain's just rambling because I haven't gotten to vent to anyone about this in 2 weeks. So it's like I need my me time. All right. Hopefully you guys find some value in this. But this chart is the S&P 500 divided by the M3 supply. Thoughts on based games? Pip, are you trying to get me in trouble, Pip? I'll give you my thoughts on based. It's pretty based. It's pretty based, Pip. It's pretty based. And I already know that I'm going to spoil something. Oh, God. This chart is the S&P 500 held constant for the total supply of US dollars. And this gives you an accurate representation. Rather than holding it constant just for each dollar, you hold it constant for the total number of dollars, because the value of a dollar is going to continue to decrease based off of how many get put into circulation, right? So if rather than you just hold it constant for $1 is $1, you hold it constant for total supply of dollars, you will see that the US stock market, the top 500 companies in the entire S&P 500, have actually yet to recapture the all-time high that was put in during the dot-com bubble. You'll actually go, I know the market's up a little bit higher than this, so maybe we're probably up higher than where we're at right now. So let's say we're in line with what it was in 1997. So from the time that I was born, on a fundamental basis, the stock market has yet to put in an all-time high. The stock market has yet to recapture the value that it had created in the 27 years that I've been on this planet. We can even do this for Bitcoin. If we hold it constant for Bitcoin, you'll see that while Bitcoin is at all-time highs, we still have not actually hit that all-time high yet. This is 11/2023. So if I come back to Bitcoin and see what the price was, I think I'm off camera, in 11/2023. So right here. So we'll add 100% to it. So double it up basically. Oh, I don't know that I can. 1.7. Yeah, I don't have the ability to do that kind of math right now because I don't know what the actual values are, but it's scary to think about the absorbing the liquidity, the excess liquidity. Whatever, man. Whatever. How does that 2-10-year look? Still inverted. Very inverted at FTW. Very inverted. Now, I understand that this stuff is boring, but this stuff gives an inclination of the health of the economy. Most people, almost everyone at this point, is willing to just accept that we're going to have an inverted yield curve and that the only way things are going to go up is if we print more money. At this point, most people have just kind of acknowledged that as our new reality, and it's the end of the day, it's not. At the end of the day, you can go listen to anyone on TikTok complain about how hard it is to buy a house. At the end of the day, you can go listen to everyone talk about how they have to work 2 or 3 jobs just to afford their child's daycare. That is signs of a very sick economy. And all metrics point to the fact that the economy is disgustingly sick. It's just a matter of how long we can remain sick before something breaks, before we have to go to the hospital over it? How long can I have a fever and be throwing up before I go to the hospital? Because eventually I'm going to have to go to the hospital. And going to the hospital is that recession. It's when they inject you with a bunch of antibiotics, your body basically just has a reset period, and you just lay there for a day, and then you come back to life and you can go do your work again. The economy needs to be injected with the antibiotics. The economy needs a recession. I know it's not what anyone wants to hear, but ultimately that's the only way we're going to get healed from it. Right now, all we're doing is going and taking Dayquil and Mucinex and ibuprofen and continuing on our job. And eventually, something's going to break. And the longer you do that, the worse the break is going to be. The yield curve has been inverted since it's almost been 2 years. It's almost been 2 years. We're 3 months away of the 2-year mark for the yield curve being inverted. When this uninverts is when we see rate cuts, this will uninvert. When this uninverts, we'll have roughly about 6 months before we have a pretty gnarly recession. So however long they can last before they cut rates is however long the yield curve will stay inverted for, because this is truthfully like an artificially inverted yield curve thanks to the rate hikes. So the rate cuts will uninvert this, and then we will see some stuff start breaking, because they're only going to cut rates when they've sufficiently broken something in the economy. Something that you can keep an eye on for that is the jobless claims US. No, not now. That's not even what I want to see. Unemployment rate. That's going to be an easier chart to see. Pay attention to the unemployment rate. See how it's starting to tick back up? See how it's at 3.9% right now? Historically, very good. Historically, very, very low. That's awesome. That's really good. However, historically, there has never been a point that I'm aware of, at least not in modern history for US economics, in which the unemployment rate rises by 0.6% and we don't see a recession. So right now it's risen by 0.5%. So we have 0.1% more to go before we potentially see some sort of cracking in the economy. Because the jobless claims, the unemployment, is really what's going to show you that the Fed has to cut rates. Now I'm done with my rant. I appreciate you guys for listening to that. Pip asked my thoughts on Based. I am very excited about Based. This is something that we just recently came across. Based Army. This is gambling, but it's fun. Don't pump him up too much, Pip. MK, would someone ban MK already? Huh? Get him out. Mods, this is twice now. Let them pump me up. Let them pump me up, all right? Let them stroke my ego a little bit. Mods! Based is very fascinating. They have a cryptocurrency. It's Based. Listen, we took a call with the team, okay? I'm spoiling it a little bit. We took a call with the team. Everything about Based is very based. They literally have no team tokens. They released all the tokens in circulation immediately. It's like a $15 million market cap. The platform looks absolutely stunning. Things look really, really cool. Hopefully I can get on in the United States. It's purely gambling, okay? You can literally do 1000x leverage, all right? So this is like Rollbit, but also with stake, like tied in together. They have gambling. They have different casino and sports bettings. There's a poly market aspect to it where you can go create your own bets just like we did. We didn't create it, but we partook in one of those bets on poly market about the ETF being launched or not, because that was going to end up being our hedge. If the ETF didn't pass, we were going to make money off of that. If the ETF did pass, which it did, we saw a massive run up in the market, and we got to benefit regardless as to what the outcome was. Based looks really cool. You can literally go play Crash. I'm not going to play it right now. Oh, screw off. Oh, they did screw off. That was kind of cool. That was really good timing, actually. It's fascinating. I had a call with the team. Don't want to spoil anything. I think Based is really cool. Thanks, Pip, for asking. You can even stake it. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys. the coolest part about it, in my opinion, is that if you buy the token and stake the token, you actually are entitled to earn money. Oh, fascinating. You can earn money from staking. Here's the cool thing. The money that you earn from staking Based is from a pool of revenue that they earn from their gambling platform. 50% of all of the revenue that they get from their gambling platform gets distributed to token holders who are staking. So that's pretty based. That's incredibly based. That's really, really cool, actually. So all right, now portfolio update, and then I think I'm probably going to go make some videos and some content because it's been a minute since I've recorded videos. I'm going to record 3 YouTube videos today because I'm flying back out to LA tomorrow and I need to have my content good to go. If there's things you guys want to see, please keep me posted in the Discord, please. Or even like add comments somewhere, just get my attention and let me know what you guys want to see content made of. Because a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be doing is going to be on the road for the remainder of the year. For the remainder of pretty much this entire bull market, I'm going to be on the road a lot. I've got LA flight tomorrow, and then the NVIDIA conference this week. And then from this week, I might come back to Florida for a week. There's also the possibility I just fly straight to New York because there's NFT NYC in New York that I'm going to. That is the first week of April. And then from that week, we're flying. The Zoomer team, the Blocks team, is flying to London. We'll spend a week in London before going to Dubai for 2 to 3 weeks for Token 2049. And then at the end of Token 2049 in May, I'm going to a friend's wedding in Massachusetts. And then May, I'm going to be spending most of it probably in Massachusetts because it's my sister's birthday, my mom's birthday, my niece is being born. And then after May, there's a few more conferences that are happening all across the world, and I'm going to almost all of them. So most of the, literally for the next 2 to 3 months, I'm not going to be home, and so the content's going to have to shift somewhat. So please give me suggestions, give me ideas. If we can adjust the time for the morning live streams, that'd be lit. Otherwise, my thought was maybe we just do 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time wherever I am. Whatever time zone I'm in, I just go live at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. And then it can be fun traveling the world because sometimes I'll be in Bali, sometimes I'll be in Dubai, sometimes I'll be in London. DeSci London? When is DeSci London? I would fucking kill to go to DeSci London. I thought it just happened though. A 2-day event. Ooh, March 23rd and 24th. Oh, God. I don't think I'll be able to go to DeSci London because the NVIDIA conference ends, I think, Friday. So I'd have to literally get on the flight right after that and go straight out. I don't know that I'll be able to go to that. That's sad. That's actually super sad. Same as DGI, by the way. I made 5x from last time I said it. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I know that Ty, when I went and had dinner with Ty Crypto, he was super passionate about DGI. He was super passionate about DGI. Do I have photos of the crab? No, but I think Ty recorded this video. This is me taking a shot and then hurling it at the bell, missing terribly. I think Ty was recording that video. Yeah. Also, this is the founder of Get Grass, which we are farming like crazy, baby. We got 2 days before an announcement. 2 days, but this is the founder of Get Grass I met. That was cool. When is the Patrick Vlog travel channel starting? Low key, though, that's what I'm saying, FTW. I'm probably going to hire someone to help me with it. I'm probably going to hire an editor and just give them all the content that I make, and then they can put it together and have a travel vlog channel. I'm dead ass. Patrick, this travel investor. All right, portfolio hasn't really done. I haven't done too much to the portfolio. I'm just holding on to my tokens. Axon DAO, still continuing to fucking crush it. They have pretty much given all of the gains in the portfolio recently. Then we have USDC. I just made a TikTok video saying that you need to be holding USDC, especially right now. Especially right now, you got to be holding some USDC because you have no idea what's going to happen. If we get a large scale pullback, you need to have some stables to deploy, and it just always is beneficial to have a little bit of USDC. Data Lake has not been performing recently like I want them to, but I do have an interview coming this weekend, hopefully, with the founder of Data Lake, so that'll be nice. Hopefully we can find some insider information about that. ICP, still just holding stable. $4 per coin. I ain't selling. I'm just holding on tight. Holding on tight to my coins right now. Genomes DAO, been nice. It's been decent. Nothing too spectacular, but it's been decent. Pyth, Jupiter, Manta, Dimension, and Tia are my staking portfolio. I should probably do an update for the Discord on what's going on here because I have not been paying attention to them. I think I actually missed out on the Pyth voting period, so I got to keep you guys posted on it. Caspa did well, but then had a good sized pullback. Yeah, Caspa had a little rally and then it's had a pullback. It's not a bad time to add maybe, but it's also $3.5 billion market cap, and I'm kind of just chilling with what I do hold of it. It's got $225 in Caspa. It's pretty much on the same page with Celestia, Dimension, Caspa, Manta, Jupiter, Pyth. It's a little bit too many coins, so I think I'm just chilling with that. VXV skyrocketed. We talked about that in the very beginning. Yeah, I'm so lost on those staking ones and wasn't able to stake my Pyth. Yeah, well, I'm going to have to make a more detailed video on each of them because it's kind of important that everyone's on the same page with it. Then we got Research Coin, RSC. Research Coin. Go check the Discord. Go check the Discord. I talked about it in the Discord. Go check the Discord like right now. Go look right now before the messages get flooded with people. Go look right now. Research Coin, I think, looks absolutely delicious at this price. Absolutely delicious. However, Chlor.ai, still just chilling with the position. I'm not going to change anything about this. I'm not buying more. I'm not selling any. I'm just chilling with my Chlor. Although I don't know that I had my computer mining while I was gone, which was my mistake. VitaDAO is now the smallest position in the portfolio, which is kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. You guys want some alpha? All right, if you guys have been chilling with me this entire time, I know some of you guys just dipped. So, if you guys have been with me this entire time, I appreciate the support from the bottom of my heart. You all mean the world to me. I actually could not be doing the things that I'm doing if you guys were not here with me. You want some alpha on, or some drama rather. This isn't even alpha. This is just pure tea. This is pure decentralized science drama, okay? BioXYZ, Molecule XYZ, kind of operate a cult. I'm finding they kind of operate a cult in the world of decentralized science, okay? It's like a little club. These 6 projects, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Vita, Psi, which hasn't launched yet, Valley, Athena, Hair, CryoDAO. These 6, these people are operating as if they run the entire industry. Why do I say this? And let me see the launchpad. Let me see if they're getting ready with anything. No. Why do I say this? We know BioXYZ is launching a token. We know Molecule is launching a token. We know these other 6 projects have all launched a token. Axon DAO applied to be part of this family, to be let into the IT group 3 or 4 times, and they got declined every single time. Every time they got declined. And so they went their own way, and they came to Zoomer. They came to me, actually. They came to me. I introduced them to Josh. Josh introduced them to the Blockchain Boy. We all kind of came together. We have Zoomer. We helped them with everything. We helped them launch. In the span of 3 or 4 weeks, we took the project that had been declined from the IT group to be the largest decentralized science project on the face of this planet. They are the largest DeSci DAO right now. I adopted them. Exactly, MK. Exactly. There is one website. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it right now. But there is one website that shows all the different DAOs, okay? But regardless, the T, they got rejected from being in the IT group. Now what's happening? Do you have any idea now what's happened? Not only is it the biggest DeSci project in existence, but we did it in the span of a month. 1 to 2 months. We got them there. Now, they got invited to the NVIDIA conference. None of the other DAOs in this little IT group did. They also had the audacity to come up to me and ask me when we were going to rug pull this project. Some thoughts are inside thoughts, some thoughts are outside thoughts. I'm going to keep those thoughts on the inside. All I want you to know is that time is your most valuable asset. Hopefully this was worth investing it into. I appreciate all of you guys being here with me, and I will see you in the Discord. Don't fade decentralized science. Don't fade this investor.